Welcome to Math 117. This is spring quarter for 2021, and my name is Anna, and that's my email there on the top. And then we're just gonna go ahead and just cover all of this because we're not meeting there in person, and so as like a class, we'll be meeting one-on-one. So I just want to kind of go over our syllabus here. So the course description, right? So we're going to be studying basic arithmetic and algebraic concepts and operations. So we're including operations with integers, fractions, decimals, and percentages. Order of operations, measurement, the metric system, algebraic expressions, formulas, and simple linear equations. So students will complete exercises and problems, provided practice and workforce program specific applications. So credit cannot be earned in both Math 117 and Math 94. And then required materials. So there will be a workbook that you can find at the bookstore, but I'm also going to upload each workbook to the Canvas page, which you can also find there, and you can go ahead and just download that one. You can print it out yourself, whichever way you would like. But so there's going to be different versions because there's different programs, right, in our workforce program. So there's going to be our automotive, there's the early childhood education one, we have a healthcare one, we have an IC one, which is also going to be known as technology, and welding. And then the other thing you're going to need is a calculator, but also feel free to use calculators that are online. You can just find, right? I love some online scientific calculators that I can find. So electronic requirements. So you must have access to Canvas and internet. So if you have any problems with the computer, internet, or access, please let me know ASAP so I can work with you on this. Websites we're going to be using. So definitely we're going to be using WAMAP, and that's wamap.org. So that's where most of our coursework is going to be done. Canvas, you're going to want to be able to access Canvas for announcements, testing, and submitting test paper. And then we're going to be using Zoom, which is an online conferencing app that we will use to meet every week for our one-on-ones. So there's the meeting room number, and if you click on this, you will be able to go ahead right into that room. So, and then communication with me. So definitely feel free to email me. My email's right there on the very top of the syllabus. I'm going to make my effort to get back to you, and then if it's on the weekend, I may not get back to you until Monday. If we have an important conversation over Zoom, please follow up with email. So it kind of creates this record of what we decided and agreed upon, and it's a nice reminder. And then remind. So this is an app that can be used to ask questions. So it's not going to reveal my phone number or your phone numbers. And then you can join by the link or by either link. So if you click on this link or the other one, you'll get right to it. And then right like email, I'm going to make every effort to get back to you within 24 hours, and I may not respond on the weekends, just depending on what it is, as in what my weekend looks like. So, great. So this course is graded, and you will pass a module when you earn a minimum of 80% average for the module. And so passing the class requires a minimum of 80% weighted average in each module in the class. And so here's our grade scale that we're going to be using. So anything that's 95% or above, it's a 4.0, 85% to 94%, right? So 3.0 to 3.9, right? So 86 would be a 3.1, 87 would be a 3.2, and so forth, right? And then 80 to 84% is going to be the 2.5 to 2.9 range, and then below 80% is just a 0. So you really have to get that 80%. So how soon will I know my grade? So WAMAP will give your homework grade instantly as you submit each problem. Post-skills check results will be given out as soon as possible as a WAMAP gradebook after I received the video and paper that shows your work from the test that has been turned onto Canvas. Really important to turn in that paper. It's very helpful. And I just don't want to have to track you down, so just go ahead and submit your test, go ahead and submit that paper right then. And then scores could go up or down, so confirm your grade prior to moving on to the next unit. Now, each module will receive its own separate grade, and then your final grade will be the average of the module grades. And I will post your grade for each module in Canvas as you complete each module. So let's go over the breakdown of the course. So each module of this course has the same format, and there's going to be 5 modules, right? So each module corresponds to 1 credit, and that's variable credit, right? So if you complete 3 modules, then you'll get 3 credits at the end of this quarter. And then you can go on the next quarter and complete those last 2. But anyway, so the homework assignments and assessments below are designed to show you that you have mastered the required objectives of the course. So workbook. Let's go over that. As you watch the videos in Walmart, work out the problems in the workbook by hand, which remember you can get that workbook at the bookstore, or you can find it on Canvas and just go ahead and download it yourself if you like. So each page in the workbook corresponds to a video in Walmart. And then after completing the video, Walmart will have at least 2 similar problems to the video, which you can work out in the workbook. And then we're going to be meeting one-on-one. So each week we'll meet over a time that we agree upon in the first week. So that's really important that we're going to meet every week. So this is just a check-in to see how you're doing and for you to ask me any questions. And then this is required, and this is going to be 5% of your grade. So grading is going to go like this. You either get a 0 or you get 2.5 for meeting. So the first 2 weeks will be graded in the first module and so forth, right? So each one will correspond. Every week will correspond to a module. And it's either all or nothing points. And then homework on Walmart. Okay, so it's strongly encouraged to show your work for homework, whether it's your own spiral notebook or workbook. Then you can reference it later. Also, writing things out, it's not that good to watch me just do problems in the videos. It's way more important that you also work them out because it's actually helping you with your memory on these problems. So make sure you definitely do that. Now, these homeworks can be anywhere from 6 to 15 questions. And after 6 homework assignments, you're going to be doing a review for the whole module. And this will also count in your homework grade. And then grading for the homework is going to be 20%. It's all online and Walmart too. So that's a good part. And then let's go on. So once you've completed the review, right, which is also part of the homework, you're going to go on to this called post skills check. And so after doing that, right, you're going to be using Honor Lock, which is going to be in Canvas. And that's how you're going to take the exam. It's kind of just a way to proctor your exam so that way you can take it at any time and you don't have me there watching you. And then you're going to turn in the test paper on Canvas under modules, and it's going to be kind of labeled as test paper. I might say the module, module 1. So definitely can't use your cell phone, right? And if you're in contact with your phone, I just have to give you a 0 for that. And there's a possible that I could even report you later, or report you onto the Dean of Student Conduct for review, right? So just don't cheat. It just makes it easier. And if you are feeling nervous and you're just not there, that's when you need to reach out to me and we can I can help you. And also we have the STEM Center. There's so many resources we would love to make sure that you get connected to so you don't ever feel like you have to cheat. Retakes. So retakes can be done if you didn't score a high enough grade, so that's great. And then you just need to take within 2 to 4 days after you take your first test of that module. And then the grade weight for exams is going to be 75%. Now, let's go over, what if you feel like you know the material, right? Which happens. Well, that's going to be called the pre-skills check. So this is at the beginning, and if you feel like you know the material in that module and you don't need to go through all of that, you can go ahead and take that. Then you just have to score 85% or above in order to skip the whole module. So definitely take advantage of that if you feel like you know the information. Now, post-skills retakes. Now, retakes will be required of students who score lower than 80%. So if you do a retake and score higher than 80%, your max grade for the module is 80%. It doesn't matter what else you get. what it's considered, but if you have to do a retake, you just get a 2.5 on that one. So really just making sure you're ready to take the first exam just the first time and just do well that way, so you get a higher score. Then you must do the retake within 2 to 4 days of the original post-skills check. And results will be given out as soon as possible. So usually within 1 to 2 days of taking the test. And if after one retake you still have not earned a passing score, then contact me so we can go over how you can do things differently for next time.